Hi guys, my name is Lelasophia. I am an artist and fine jewelry designer. If you like contemporary fine jewelry, if you like luxury handbags, all things interiors, then I have some fun videos for you. First off, surprise guys, it might not be exciting to anybody but me, but welcome to my new background. In my last video, you saw the newly lime washed brick. Those of you guys who are new, I moved into my new home in New York 3.5 months ago, almost, not even quite. And I had some beautiful, very New York exposed brick that I know it was very controversial, but I just knew in my soul that I wanted to lime wash it, so I did a natural lime finish all myself. I'm gonna be giving you like little hints of the journey, but honestly, it's not my strong suit to be filming myself painting for 5 hours, but anyways, I digress. And then, without giving too much away, I'm so excited about this. This is my second antique cabinet that I'm using for bags. I haven't seen anybody else do it, but I think I talked to one of you guys who also does the same thing. I'm like, it's so fun, and it's just a beautiful piece of furniture. My whole home, you're gonna be seeing so much more, especially in the next vlog. So this is normally gonna be open, but I have to show you guys the inside, take us through the organizing process first. And so without further ado, why we all are here today. You know, I got so excited. I had to take a day yesterday to really like soak in this incredible new addition to my collection. When I tell you I am the Virgo queen, okay? I love to organize. It's very soothing to my brain. I'm that type of person. And so I've really stuck primarily to my wish list. And I've just done such a good job at like selling a bag, buying another bag, really having a very kind of cohesive collection. You guys know I always preach buying pre-loved and kind of creating your own capsule collection. And then you just have to admit sometimes blessings just fall into your lap, okay? And I am so grateful, and I think I was like a little bit overwhelmed with gratitude, and I was like, oh my God, I don't deserve this is too good. But I had to take a day yesterday, and so I'm filming this with fresh eyes. I am just, to put it very lightly, I am so grateful for this new bag that has made its way into my collection. Again, for those of you guys who are new, quickly, I think at this point I'm a true collector of the row. This will be my 9th bag from the row. I kind of can't believe it. And then we have a little surprise, extra little unboxing at the end. But the main focus of this video is this archival level bag. When I tell you, I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this listing. I was in shock, and I said, somehow, some way, I will need this bag. It was from an amazing stylist who got it from a collector. And so this bag has only ever been really in one collection. It was purchased in 2012 from, I believe, the second year of when the row started making bags. If you guys know, I'll show it in a little while, but I do have one of the very first bags, or the first bag that the row ever came out with in 2011, the doctor bag by the row. And I have been searching high and low from a bag from the collection after that in 2012. And I couldn't believe my eyes when I found it. Without yammering on and on, which I could do, are we ready for this? You'll see why. It couldn't be more perfect for my collection, and I'm just blessed and honored to be its new owner. From the Rose 2012 collection, this Silent Scream. Can we believe it? Let's just take a moment. I'm going to call this the Row Baguette Bag because I think I saw a blog from 2012 call it that. I'm not sure what the exact name is. The doctor bag's obviously very obvious. I'm sure we all can tell like exactly what the beautiful inspiration of this piece was. Like, hello, it's giving the most gorgeous, the row-ified version of the Kelly cut, which is why I'm saying it's so insanely perfect, because you guys who know, I literally just unboxed a Savette bag, and after that I felt so full, like I felt so good where I was, and I was really gonna save and kind of wait maybe even another couple months and get the Andiamo clutch bag. And this, you know, the handbag gods literally said, we got you. And this, again, predating the Andiamo clutch, which everybody's so obsessed with it. I'm so obsessed with. I might still want it, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, that's just absolutely insane, but we'll talk about that in another video. This is just the perfect nod to the Hermès Kelly cut, in my humble opinion. I don't know what it was inspired by, but to me, it gives just like the most gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous kind of vintage Hermès inspired vibes. Again, everything is totally, in my opinion, totally just my own, maybe alleged, what I think Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen might have been inspired by, but obviously what I talk about all the time since collecting their bags. I've been collecting for the last 2-ish plus years, but my mother has been collecting for the last 7 or 8 years, maybe even longer, but I think that's a very good guesstimate. One of the things that just made like truly fall so hard and so fast in love with the row is their quality, and I think it comes from Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's very well documented love of vintage Hermès styles, or Hermès styles in general. And when I tell you, I said this in another video, this might be controversial, but it's just my opinion. As this is my 9th bag from the row, I feel like I can give an opinion on this. I don't know if this is wildly insane of me to say, but the row and Bottega Veneta like are really, they rival Hermès's quality. Obviously, sure, Hermès might be the top of the top, but some of the, like my Abbey bag from the row that I just unboxed, never in my life have I ever felt a more beautiful, smooth, incredible leather. It feels so luxe, and this is just the craziest example of where they started. Like, could you imagine starting out perfect, like starting out perfectly so aligned, I think, with where their style was, with where their style kind of grew from. So cool to see the evolution, and that's why that's why I'm so honored to have this and my Dr. bag, which again I'll show you in a second to compare, because it's like the cutest duo of all time, the cutest duo in my entire collection. But it's just pretty crazy to see that they started off like with the most incredible bags. I don't know another brand where like their first bag, oh my god, it's amazing. It's the most incredible quality. This is a 12-year-old bag and she's perfect. Yes, it's obviously very, very worn. There are a lot of scratches on it, but we know me, it's kind of, it's perfect for me. That's why I feel like it was made for me, because a lot of people might, you know, be turned off by scratches, but it's the row, and I know that their quality, like the scratches are just a part of living with the bag. I always say that probably stems from my love and my collecting and my selling of vintage fine jewelry. You guys know I'm a fine jewelry designer. I do contemporary fine jewelry, obviously, but for so long I collected and then sold vintage jewelry. So scratches and patina is kind of just a part of the beauty of collecting these incredibly like gorgeous little pieces. So long story short, that's why I love bags like this. Quickly, this is really, really cool. So right here is where the clasp is. I'm trying to make it focus for you guys. You literally just click the bottom there and she opens up like, I mean, I'm speechless. I am speechless, and you'll see 2 little, almost, I call them belt loops, but I know they're not belt loops, for a crossbody strap, which is such a nice little addition. I'm really probably just gonna use it as a clutch because I feel like that's such a vibe, but it's really nice to know. Sorry, this looks absolutely crazy. It's very nice to know that I have the strap option. And of course, you know, I always keep the dust bags. The seller very kindly gave me just probably an extra one of her Vestiaire collection dust bags. And then let's get into this beauty. You guys know I'm terrible at showing the insides of bags, but I'll try to do my best. There is actually a little pocket at front here, which is really nice. And then of course a zipper pocket. And the OG collectors know, which I just took out of the zipper pocket, a lot of the original row bags. And I think for a while, maybe they came with like these really cute little singular card holders. I have one from my Dr. bag as well. And it's just like, I don't know. It seems insane. The only thing that was sad to me, which also happened with my Dr. bag, is that the collector never took the plastic off of this like little, it must be a little brass plate that again just has the Rose original logo on it, which is really cool. And then you have a little extra like card holder to slip in your bag. I don't know, guys, it's the little things for me. And so I'm just gonna keep this in the zipped pocket. Okay, I went ahead and just restuffed it, and you literally just click it back like that. And these okay, let me try to do a little close-up of the handles. That again is the original Row logo, which again, I'll show you right now on my Dr. bag is the same thing. The hardware is so thick and heavy and hardy. Like we just have to give a moment for this. This literally, I remember again, probably a year and a half ago, even seeing a photo of Ashley Olsen. I think several events, or were there several photos from one event? I'll put them up on the screen, but she had, of course it's them, as they deserve, literally nothing less, wearing this exact bag in the crocodile / alligator. I never know which one is actually used. I'll have to do some research from that. And it looks like it's almost in like burgundy brown. I don't know, something like, it's whatever it is. It's sublime. And the fact that I now have this same bag just in smooth leather, like Again, that's why I say I'm so honored to have this in my collection. And then are we ready for the coolest duo of all time? That again, I literally sent a picture to the woman who sold it to me and I was like, do you see what I mean? This is crazy. I'm speechless over this, guys. The doctor bag from 2011, the very first bag that came out by the row, in the very first bag collection from the row, I'll say, and then the baguette. They're very, very slightly different colors. I did think to myself, oh, was this one maybe just tanned from the sun? But they're different leather feelings. I can feel them. But clearly they were just in their very warm, orangey brown vibe in those years, which is funny because I just yammered on about how warm toned browns and warm toned colors in general are not really my thing, but for the row I'll make an exception. And for it's nice to have this as like the one warm toned piece, very orangey brown piece in my sea of very moody, dark, cool toned, muddled colored brown bags. This is such a vibe and they really, really stand out, but I just had to show you. Look at the little duo, the coolest duo that you never knew you needed. And then the other coolest duo, which just again, I sound insane on this video, probably more than others, but this was just such a surprise that I was just so caught off guard. But like, how insane is this? My Civet Symmetry Pochette, which I think could be the original color called Mink, just in the suede version. This, I believe, is from, what did we say, the 2021 Civet collection. I think, I could be totally wrong. The Instagram is very curated, so not like every single color from every single collection is named. But I got this pre-loved from The Real Real, and like, how insane. I literally, before finding this, again, by a total crazy, crazy, crazy chance that I just happened to be the first person that saw it and snagged it, I was like 2 days away, literally. I was so wanting a Civet Symmetry Pochette. I swear I was 2 days away from getting the color I think called Saddle. And like, it literally, this color would have been the exact same, which also kind of would have been a vibe, I'm not gonna lie, to have the Civet and then this. But how cool are these together now? Like, it is literally the most lelasophia version of the Hermès Kelly pochette and the Hermès Kelly cut. And I know obviously this deserves its own kind of spotlight, and so does this. This is now one of my favorite bags ever. I've been wearing this like a lot since I unboxed it. But we just have to admit where I think some of the inspiration came from, and it just is so aligned because Amy Zurich, the designer and owner, founder, creative director of Civet, has worked for The Row, and obviously Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen just have, again, to repeat myself, just such a love for vintage Hermès. So this is just, until I can start a ridiculous Hermès collection, I think we're years away from that, to be honest. This is the most me duo I just couldn't even imagine. And then because I did promise a second little unboxing in this video, this is like the archival, almost vintage slash, I think this bag that I'm about to show you is actually vintage. When I just tell you, I'm just really about giving people their flowers these days, about giving people love and credit. Look at the signet ring that I just made for lelasophia jewelry. It just says loved. And I just really hope that everybody feels that. Currently we're in a very gushy mood today. Sorry, guys. Anyways, my mother has the sweetest, sweetest, sweetest tradition and always giving my brother and I a Valentine's Day gift. And I will do the same, God willing, for my future children one day because, you know, even though my brother has found like the most incredible, incredible partner and like who is now my dearest friend and I call my sister Lucy, his girlfriend, his real life partner, I have not. And so Valentine's Day, I think, is hard for a lot of people, and my mom has just always made me and my brother feel so loved no matter what our kind of relationship status is. So anyways, just my little part, skip ahead to the unboxing. I just had to gush for a second because thank you, Mom. It's the sweetest, kindest thing in the entire world for you to do for us. And so without further ado, oh my goodness, it's not like she's always like, okay, you don't have to thank me that much. I just am very grateful. So without further ado, I had found this bag on Vestiaire, and it was something, was $240 or something crazy like this, and we know I love a pouch bag, and we know I'm just succumbing to the things that feel very me these days. And so this is an archival, I think what the seller told me, so I could be totally wrong, this is a vintage Margiela pouch bag in the I had no idea. I yammer on about the Row and Bottega Veneta and Hermès and Celine's quality, but when I tell you vintage bags, the same thing as vintage jewelry, like, I'm sorry. There are all the designers that I talk about have really like neck and neck quality with vintage jewelry, but there's kind of nothing like it. Same thing as there's kind of nothing like vintage bags, just because the cost of materials, whatever, cost of making pieces back in the day used to be a lot less. So like a lot more gold was used, a lot higher quality materials was used. And this suede is stunning. And it's just the cutest little, it opens up like this. It has like a 2 flap and it's just a huge pouch, but like we know how much I love a pouch vibe, and I have yet to have a suede pouch. Don't count my Symmetry pochette because I feel it is really a top handle bag. So this is just the sweetest addition to my collection. I just had to show it at the end. Thank you so much, Mom. I really just, I'm just gushy these days. I don't know why, but I'm so grateful. And I really encourage everybody to do that. Especially, I always talk about gifting yourself something, but like do a gift exchange with a friend, with a family member. So nice every once in a while to just feel so incredibly spoiled and treated. And yes, it's amazing. I'm so grateful. You guys, that has been my double unboxing. These pieces, I hope I said everything that I wanted to say, but essentially I kind of can't believe it. So apparently I thought I was gonna be taking a break from collecting the row for a while. Yep, that went out the window. Just accept these little beautiful blessings that drop into your lap. I feel like that's a learning lesson for me. And I can't wait to hear, more than anything, I can't wait to hear your thoughts. As always, I'm so excited to see you in my next one. Bye guys.